Hey, I can help.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us on another episode of Sailing Spyridon. This is the story of a family who sold everything and bought a sailboat. Our mission is to learn together, to spread love and kindness, and to explore the world around us. And of course, we're going to share boat maintenance and how to build or fix things.
Hello.
We will share our boat projects and crafts that we do along the way. This is our home, and in it, we plan to build a foundation for traveling education, so our son and our audience can see how beautiful the world can be. And please don't forget to hit that notification button and the subscribe button, that way you don't miss any future episodes. And check us out on Instagram for some more day-to-day action. Thanks for stopping in, and we hope you enjoy. Good morning. So, in our last episode, we were leaving Texas March 11th, 2020, with plans to cross the Gulf of Mexico with our friend Jean. We started a little bit later than anticipated, but that's because John and Jean had spent a lot of time in the office the night before, plotting our course and just talking sailboat. We still managed to pull out of our slip by 10 a.m. Our first stop was to get to Galveston, which was a 30-minute drive but a 5-hour sail. We quickly realized that all of the late-night plotting was useless because the iPad that we were going to use as our plotting device only worked if we had cellular reception. Upon arriving in Galveston, we decided it was best to stay at the marina for an evening and figure out what our options are. Ironically, after calling around to different marine shops, the only chip that we could find to update our charts on an avionics was at the West Marine in Kemah, which is where our boat was docked. So we called up Brandon, who's the owner of Terra Abbey, and begged him to bring it to us. And of course, he dropped whatever he was doing to come bring us our chip.
Hi, lovely people.
It took 12 hours to upload, so the boys got a little bit toasty at the local bar. And played a little bit of my steel drum to get ready for our big passage. The next 6 days looked a whole lot like this. We did have good winds, but the mornings were calm. Occasionally, we would come across some oil rigs, which would let out this deep whistling noise, which was actually pretty creepy in the fog. The charts made the oil rigs look like they were absolutely everywhere, but what we found out was that they were really honestly about 3 miles apart from each other. Even the clustered ones were still pretty distant from each other, so it made it easy to see, and they were lit up like a Christmas tree at night.
Doing our crossing, making things happen. We're a little bit late start going on, but we'll be alright. We'll get there eventually. What?
We'll get there, man.
I got the sun in my, or the wind in my face. I can just make fun of my facial expressions. Give me some water. Hey Jensen, are you a sassy sailor? No. So we left Galveston finally. My lovely lady. Jean's downstairs looking at the motor. I'll probably go down a little bit and look at it, but we started getting a little hot. But it's okay because we put the sails up because we're a sailboat. And we're going a whopping 3.3 knots, 3.2 knots. So we're pretty much a rocket ship at this point. As you can see, if it wasn't for AIS and radar, this would be significantly more nerve-wracking. because you can't see very far. Lots of fog today. We're having fun. I'm happy to be out here. Spending some time with some friends and some family. And on our way to better waters. Oh, there's Gene. Hi, Gene.
Yo.
What's going on, G? Keeping it gangster?
Oil in the water.
Yeah, that'll happen when it's leaking.
There's a loose fill cap.
Huh?
The fill cap was loose. Still is a little loose, kind of hot. So I didn't
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I think
you can diagnose it a lot quicker than I can. I didn't check the oil.
No, I'm just gonna wait until it cools down.
Yeah,
because I don't really want.
The diesel fumes down there when I opened it made me start to feel like woozy. So I was like, I'm gonna come back up.
I think we got some time before I need to worry about it. It wasn't getting up in temperature fast enough to mean that like if we have to start it to make an evasive maneuver. I think that we'll be just fine. Anyway, that was some terrible recording because I was doing this.
Stop wasting recording like that.
Bye.
I'm dead.
Whoopee cushy. I whoopee cushy.
Hey, sexy lady.
Now it's your turn.
Y'all are matching today.
I know. Why are we turning?
We're attacking.
No, we're turning this way. See?
Yeah, he's turning it into the wind, so then the sail will go to the other side.
Now when you buy one delicious footlong in the Subway app, you can get one free. Did you say buy one, get one free? Yep.
We're not tipping over like
Any you like
this.
when you order in the Subway app. Classic tuna? Free. Melty steak and cheese? Yeah, free. Turkey? Free. Italian BMT?
Free.
Free. It's your choice.
It's called Jimmy John's, I mean Subway.
Free so free.
Subway footlong.
Subway, eat fresh-ish.
In the app. Only at Subway. Free Subway people who rush your price. No extras like corn. Participating shops, no additional
Subway
discounts, no
eat
delivery.
nothing.
Whatever. You look.
Like the people sandwiches.
I don't know if y'all can see those rigs out there, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Ship way out there. Probably really hard to see it all. But this is about 50 miles-ish offshore, right? About 50 miles offshore. One plus side to the rigs existing out here is I get cell phone service, which is cool. I was able to call my dad, update our weather without having to use the Iridium Go. So that was pretty neat. This is it. Unfortunately, I'm sure you can hear the noise of the motor going because it says 10 knots, 11 knots, but we're not actually getting 11 knots. we're not getting 11 knots at all. We shut the motor down. It's more like 7 and a half, and it's coming from the direction that we need to go in. Unfortunately, the direction of the wind means that any tacking we do is going to be futile for the most part. It's not going to get us going forward at a rate that's reasonable. So we're just motoring for now. It's never fun listening to the noise, but we did get a pretty full day of sailing yesterday at decent speeds, 6.5, 7 knots. Well, I don't think we saw 7, but about 6.5 knots. Miss Wright over here.
Bump right.
Miss Bump Right over here. The Bump Right crew. We did cut a little in because we had no wind, so we decided to come in to Mobile Bay. And we're gonna anchor here for the night and then head on over to Pensacola. But we did it. We crossed the Gulf. What is that, 7 days, 6 days? 6 days? Wednesday? What's day is today? What's day today?
You really gotta get in the habit of using this healthy stick jump. You don't.
I know.
You go like this so many times.
I'm sorry. Well, anyway,
But
how many days is it?
6, and then we left on the 11th.
Okay.
Right there, 17.
So yeah, 6
So,
days.
6 days.
So 6 days out in the Gulf. I think we did pretty good. Nobody died anyway, so that's a win. Win? Yeah.
When
So there's no real good anchorages in here. I don't know if we can, but we're just gonna kind of go out in the bay somewhere and drop the anchor off the intercoastal. So then we're gonna leave first thing in the morning. So should be fine. The rest of our crew is down here, chilling out after a long trip. Try to get a good night's sleep tonight. And then tomorrow it's destination showers.
Daddy, we can still be watching tonight.
Yeah.
Salud! Well, we made it, and we were super excited that we crossed the Gulf, but super bummed that we had recently learned that COVID had turned into a full-blown pandemic and the whole world was going to shut down. Stay tuned to figure out what we do next.